Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the 8 limbs of yoga and the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali study. Today we are studying the 5th yama, which is the first limb of yoga, and the 5th yama is Aparigraha, non-grasping, non-possessiveness, or detachment. Hi, my name is Michelle Fondin, and I am the author of 12 published books, including my latest book, The 8 Limbs of Yoga for Modern Times, a practical guide to the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. And for 90 days, this book is available on Kindle Unlimited. So if you want to check it out before buying the paperback copy, you can do that now if you have Kindle Unlimited. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I teach meditation. You get your personalized mantra from me, but it is a self-directed class on my website, and you can register and start on demand. The link is below. Aparigraha, the 5th yama. I love saying that word, aparigraha. I don't know, it sounds like a fancy word, but it means non-grasping, non-possessiveness, or detachment. And here is the Yoga Sutra corresponding to Aparigraha. When non-greed is confirmed, a thorough illumination of the how and why of one's birth comes. That is Yoga Sutra, chapter 2, verse 39. Let's talk about this principle of Aparigraha. I could go on about this 5th yama for hours, but I won't do that here. I promise you, I will keep this short and sweet. You can refer to the book if you'd like a little bit more. The reason I feel like I could go on for hours about the principle of Aparigraha is because it is one of the most important spiritual principles that exists. As human beings, we are born into this world, into a physical body. We have a soul, and in fact, we are a soul having a human experience, and as that soul, we are a part of the creative source, God. We are co-creators with God, source, whatever you want to call it. And soon after we're born, we forget that we are indeed a part of source and that we are co-creators. And as we encapsulate, if you will, I don't even know if that's the proper word, but as we have our soul inside this human form or outside, who knows where it resides, right? It kind of resides everywhere. But we take on this body, which is heavier than the soul. The soul is lighter. It's a higher frequency. The body, because we need to stay grounded on earth, it is a lower frequency. It doesn't make it bad. It's just so we can stay rooted on this earth plane or focused on this earth plane. But here's where the problems begin. We take on a personality, an ego, a family. We have mom and dad, and we have brothers and sisters and grandparents and cousins and educators who are educating us on how to be a human being. And we forget that we are spiritual beings. We totally forget that piece. Now, we might have a tiny bit of infusion with going to church, going to synagogue, going to mosque, going to temple. So we might have a little bit in that education of, yes, you have a soul and there is a deity or many deities, but that's pretty much where it stays. There aren't many parents out there raising their children and saying, you are the embodiment of God, him or herself. You are the embodiment of source energy, and you are the co-creator of everything in your life. There aren't many parents saying that. I know I did not say that to my kids when I had kids because I really didn't understand that concept when I had children. So not many parents are saying that. And so what happens what happens is we start to hold on to things because the ego part of ourselves, which is not bad, please view my ego videos. I'll put a couple here, and maybe a few minutes later, I'll put another link so you can view it after this video. Ego's not bad. So we tend to take on this ego, which has a habit of grasping things, of holding on to things. And the ego tends to have a lot of fears, and part of its fears are regarding its own survival. And so as you grow up, you learn very quickly, not only through your own impulses, but through others, that you need to hold on to things in order to survive in this world. And when that happens, there tends to be a lack of trust, maybe lack of trust in others, lack of trust in yourself and your ability to thrive, and lack in universal source, lack of your power to co-create. As a result, you tend to not only hold on to things, grasp onto things, but you also have a tendency to control things, to hold on to people, objects, things, in order to control them so that they don't leave you. There is this fear of being left. There is this fear of having lack. The Yoga Sutra states, when you are established in Aparigraha, or non-greed, because greed's another way of saying grasping or holding on to, when you are established in Aparigraha, when you understand that you don't need to hold on so tightly for dear life onto your personal objects, your things, people in your life, then the how and why of your birth becomes illuminated to you. What does that mean exactly? It means when you can let things flow in and out of your life. So this dynamic flow of in and out, in and out, in and out for money, people, objects, whatever it is, situations and circumstances, that you start to learn that you are a co-creator. You can't possibly understand that you are a co-creator when you're hoarding things, when you're holding on to things, when you're possessive with people in your life, or when you're very overprotective of your objects and you're afraid someone's going to take something from you or steal something from you. And that if you don't take yours, then another person's going to come and grab it, come and get it. There is this sense of self-preservation mode, and it's lack of trust. Lack of trust. When you are established in Aparigraha, which is non-grasping, non-possessiveness, detachment, you allow things to flow in and out of your life in their natural patterns and their natural forms. This is very hard to do as a human being, and you must know this. It's very hard to say, okay, well, if I lose my job, it's okay to trust that another job will just flow into my life. Or if I lose this lover, I want to grasp and hold on and control that person into loving me again. But if I allow that person to flow out of my life, then another person will flow right in. Or my children even. I don't want my children to grow up. I want to grasp onto them for dear life, and I want them to stay with me because I fear losing them. But no, you know as well as I know that the healthiest form of love, unconditional love, is to allow those children to grow up and become functional adults themselves and not be dependent on you. This is really the highest form of intelligence, emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, is this sense of non-grasping. Sometimes that word can be replaced with detachment, but let's talk a little bit briefly about detachment. And I do have another video regarding detachment, and I'm going to put that right here that you can view after this video. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. Detachment doesn't mean, oh, I could care less. I have apathy toward this person or this situation. Like, I don't really care if I lose my belongings. I don't care if I lose my purse or my wallet. That's not detachment. Detachment means that there is trust. That if you let something go, that, it'll find its way back to you. You don't get all bent out of shape. You don't get angry and concerned and controlling and upset and ruin your entire day because you feel like someone betrayed you, or you feel like this person left you, or even feel like you can't find your car keys or your purse. It's this sense of, oh, you know what? It'll turn up. Like, yeah, I may have misplaced it, but it'll turn up. Or if you lose your wallet in the middle of a crowded place like Disneyland, yeah, that's super upsetting. But you trust that, oh, you know what? There are good people out there, and somebody good is going to find my wallet and they're going to give it to a security guard and it's going to find its way to lost and found. So it's just that trusting. It's that air of trusting that everything always works out for you. Everything works out in your highest good. And that you are the co-creator of your life, and that it is a natural state that things flow in and flow out of your life, including people. Dr. Wayne W. Dyer, who is one of my favorite teachers since 2003, mentioned something about the experience of water. And he said, like, how do you experience water? Let's say you go to the ocean and you want to experience the ocean's waves. So you stick your hand in the water and you experience the flow of water running through your fingertips, or maybe a babbling brook or a stream. You open your arms and you just allow that beautiful water to wash over you. And he said, you don't just grab at the waves or grab at the water and close your hands tightly and say, water, come here, I want to possess you. Because then there's no water. Like, you can't hold on to water in that way. You don't experience it in the best way if you grab with water with your fists. You experience water as you allow it to flow over you, as you allow it to flow through your hands, as you allow the waves to wash over you. That's the best way to experience water. And it's the same way with money, people, and objects. A lot of people hoard things. They gather up things in their homes for fear of lack, for fear of not having enough, for the what if syndrome. What if there's a recession? What if there's a depression? What if I lose my job? What if I have no money? And hoarding is the exact opposite of Aparigraha. Hoarding is complete mistrust in yourself, in others, and in the universe. There is this lack mentality that says there isn't enough to go around, so I need to get mine before another gets theirs. A lot of people also hold on to lovers, relationships. They get very jealous if their partner shows interest in someone else, or maybe even looks at somebody else. Or they hold on to their partners too tightly for fear that they might go away from them. But you and I both know when you hold on to somebody too tightly, they want to get away from you, right? When you hold on to somebody too tightly, the first thing they want to do is get away. And so this principle of Aparigraha allows you to be very relaxed, release control, have more fun, serenity, and peace in your life. And that certainly is a way to live more holistically and to live more in alignment with universal source, with unconditional love. And it allows joy to flow through you. So I hope I've encouraged you to let go and allow things to flow in and out of your life, and relax a little more, and just have faith and trust that the right things will come to you at the right time. I want to thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell so you don't ever miss another video in this series. I want to thank you for your support of my YouTube channel. You can purchase one of my 12 published books. You can join my meditation course. And hey, if you're interested in tarot and tarot readings, I'm actually doing a brand new course called Read Tarot Like a Pro. You can check that out on my website. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.